The biggest threat to the Jubilee isn't coming from Team Windsor or House Montecito. It's the sections of the media hell-bent on joyriding the focus towards a soap opera-style drama. Now, ever since Omid Kobi went to work for Yahoo, I must say that he's been doing a great job with these pieces that he's been releasing while guest editing for Yahoo. He's been doing a great job, and I have to applaud his work. Now, members of the squad, we know how the tabloids are. We know how they are. I mean, they love drama. Drama equals clicks. Clicks equals, engagement. That's what they want. And they've been using Prince Harry and Meghan for that engagement. And they want any backlash that the media is supposed to receive to go to Prince Harry and Meghan and not the media itself. As Omid Kobi has said in his article, the biggest threat to the Jubilee isn't coming from Team Windsor or House Montecito. It's the sections of the media hell-bent on joyriding the focus towards a soap opera-style drama. And I will explain to you further. Let's head over to our podcast so we can talk about this way even more. The tabloids want drama. They believe they're owed drama as part of the invincible contract they have with the royal family. And members of the squad, as Meghan said in the Oprah interview, the tabloids don't report the news, they create the news. And we see the evidence of that already happening. The fact that GB Propaganda has already enlisted and fully paid for Thomas Markle's trip all the way from Mexico to come to the Queen's Jubilee. We already see them creating the news already. And Harry and Meghan haven't even set foot in the UK already. They want drama, and their target is Prince Harry and Meghan. They make money, they get engagement from Harry and Meghan, and this hate-for-profit business model in the UK, they have perfected it to target Prince Harry and Meghan. And every single day, I do pray that people finally wake up and see what's happening. And we have to raise awareness of the bullying that Prince Harry and Meghan constantly put up with. It has happened to them for so many years, and it continues to this day. Now, but first, allow me to talk about this piece. And it says this, and I quote, "With all the fuss surrounding which family members will or won't appear on the Buckingham Palace balcony during next month's Platinum Jubilee, you would be forgiven for thinking that this year's Trooping the Colour Parade is about everyone but the Queen herself. It certainly felt that way following the Palace's Jubilee media briefing last Friday, when after communication staff spent most of the day fielding questions about Prince Harry and Meghan." Let me pause there at that part. After communications staff spent most of the day fielding questions about the Sussexes, Prince Harry and Meghan, the tabloids are asking, will Harry and Meghan come to the UK? Are they coming? And they have been doing this for a long time. The obsession that they have with Harry and Meghan is sickness. It's a sickness in the UK, a huge sickness. And someone needs to deal with it. Someone needs to raise awareness about this stuff. Just as our community is raising awareness, we all need to join hands and raise awareness with what's happening. It can't be normal, as I talked about yesterday in our podcast, that someone can go and ask Joe Biden's sister if Meghan could possibly become a future president of the United States of America. As I said yesterday, I like the fact that, Joe Biden's sister said the right things, the right words about Meghan, and had so much high praise for Meghan. I love that so much. But one question should be asked. Is the UK media going to ask every single US politician, every single one of them, if Meghan will become their presidential candidate? Are they going to ask every single person that? Will Meghan join politics? Because that appears to be what's on their minds time and time again. It keeps on recurring. And yesterday, once Good Morning Britain did that interview and then asked about Meghan, as expected, all the rest of the tabloids were all asking the same question again. They don't report the news. They create the news. They create the articles that they write about Meghan, speculating hypothetical situations that could possibly never even happen ever. Because where did they get it from? They got it from Suits that I talked about yesterday, so I don't even want to delve deep into it. As I said, the Suits cast were asked who would make a good president, and they all said Meghan. And since that day, now UK media is picking it up now and promoting it as fact. I don't like the fact that something is being promoted as fact that hasn't even happened yet. Speculating about what would happen in the next 15 years is just a matter of sickness. And someone needs to raise awareness about what's happening to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. This is bullying and harassment of a married woman who no longer even lives in the UK anymore because of tabloid bullying and tabloid abuse. They are doing this intentionally. Meghan doesn't live in the UK anymore. So why would you ask a politician in the US who has never met Meghan, or even Joe Biden's sister? I must say she said the right things about Meghan, and I like what she said. I loved her response. But then to the tabloids and Good Morning Britain, why would you ask a question to someone who probably hasn't even met Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, a US politician? Are you going to ask every single politician about Meghan? It seems that way because people are actually saying the same thing. In every interview, apparently, a question about Meghan must be asked by the tabloids. Now, allow me to continue the piece. Now, headlines quickly revolved around Her Majesty's shock decision to only invite working members of the family to witness the famous Royal Air Force fly past from the second floor of Buckingham House. Do you see that what Omid Scobie has just said? He says that after communication staff spent most of the day fielding questions about Prince Harry and Meghan, then Buckingham Palace said, look, we're going to only limit to working members of the royal family, which is quite weird because Prince William and Kate Middleton, they don't really work. They never really work. Most of the members of the royal family are always lazy and always go on vacations. They don't work. Cutting ribbons is not work, as I've said before. Now, allow me to continue this piece. It continues by saying this. To those who have been around this bit long enough, the news should not have been a huge surprise. Similar to Prince Charles' 2012 decision to limit family members on the balcony for the finale of her Diamond Jubilee celebrations in order to show the world his slimmed-down version for the farm. This year's approach to the guest list revises the rule to now include every family member currently carrying out royal duties. More importantly, it also solves the dilemma of keeping a certain disgraced royal at bay. Omid Scobie does not mention Prince Andrew's name. And this goes to show the fact that, first of all, I have a problem with this. Why can't they mention Prince Andrew's name? Why can't they mention Prince Andrew's name? Because I saw it in like a TV talk show in the UK. Practically when I was watching on Twitter, these clips that are being sent by members of the squad, someone said, look, he who must not be named, when they were referring to Prince Andrew. They said, he who must not be named. That's how they call Prince Andrew in the UK. Now, allow me to continue. I don't think it's cool the fact that you see the protection. I want to talk about this because they're showing the fact that they're all protecting Prince Andrew, all of them. But the palace has handed over Prince Harry and Meghan to be abused by the tabloids in however manner they please. Now, as I continue, it says this, Omid Scobie, impatiently waiting for a comeback moment, sources say Prince Andrew was eager to stand by his mother during such a poignant and sympathetic scene. Instead, the appropriate image being presented on June 2nd is a lineup of part-time and full-time working family members who are all responsible for continuing the Queen's legacy beyond her reign. Makes sense to me. Of course, the confirmed list of royals, 18 including the Cambridge and Wessex children, not working just yet, but will all one day be primed for it, didn't take long to become a perceived snub to two of the 30-odd family members who won't be appearing, Prince Harry and Meghan. given the ongoing negative narratives about them in the British press, often spurred on by gossipy palace ADs, still incandescent. Repeat that, incandescent. I think that contains a hidden detail. Omid Scobie wants to tell us something by saying incandescent. Palace ADs still incandescent. I think he wants to tell us something. And who has been described as being incandescent with rage by the tabloid themselves? There's only one person that has been always referred as to being incandescent with rage, and that his name is Prince William. Prince William has always been described by the tabloids themselves, the people he speaks to so oftenly, the people Kensington Palace leak stories to so oftenly, as being incandescent with rage, time and time again. So I think that's a hidden detail that Omid Scobie wanted us all to see, coded, I must say. Now allow me to continue. Often spurred on by gossipy palace AD, still incandescent about the couple's decision to leave or speak out. Stories about Harry, Meghan, and their kids being dramatically cut would have probably felt believable to any tabloid reader. Let me pause there for a second. Now, so Harry and Meghan made a decision to pack up and leave the UK. The likes of Piers Morgan wrote an article saying that Meghan should go back to America. And yet they are angry at the fact that then they all of them were also angry when Harry and Meghan made the announcement that they were leaving and stepping down as senior members of the royal family. The hypocrisy of the tabloids themselves is quite astronomical. It's quite astronomical, I must say. One moment they write articles saying that Meghan should go back to America. The next moment, for the past few years, they have been reeling and wailing, whining and moaning that Harry and Meghan packed up their bags and left. Isn't that what they wrote? Isn't that what they wanted? For Harry and Meghan to pack up and leave? Obviously, they wanted Meghan to be the only one who left. Meghan, the first self-made millionaire to ever join the royal family, has been insulted, abused. Self-made millionaire. Meghan never received a handout. Meghan has worked all her life. She made $50,000 an episode working at Suits, traveled the world. And when she got married to Prince Harry, every single day, her reputation started becoming to be tarnished by the tabloids. The tabloids waged a smear campaign to tarnish her reputation ever since she got married to Prince Harry. And even before that, they were already smearing her. Already. Immediately after Harry's relationship to Meghan became public, he had to issue a statement condemning the racism and the harassment of his then girlfriend Meghan. And then they tell you, hey look, but we welcomed her. On her wedding day, look at the good headlines, look at the crowds. Forgetting the fact that Harry had to issue a statement condemning racism against his then girlfriend Meghan Markle. And now members of the squad, now they act so hypocritically, calling Meghan all manner of names. A woman that traveled the entire world, doing her thing, charity work, helping people, a UN female empowerment representative. Do you see that? A feminist in her own right. She left all that to marry Prince Harry. And what did she get? She got bullied, she got abused. Her character was being assassinated by the tabloids. To this day, they are still trying to destroy her character and paint Meghan in a negative light. But clearly, it's not working. It's all failing. Now, as I continue, allow me to continue this article. They say this, as is often the case, the reality is much less severe when you hear that Prince Harry had already spoken with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, about the possibility of not attending Trooping in the Colour long before last week's announcements. He says this, I am told by a source that the Duke of Sussex had actually expressed some time ago that he and Meghan were very keen to be a part of the Jubilee engagements, including the National Service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral, but less so for the formal balcony moment, which was felt on both sides to be more appropriate for their lives prior to stepping back. Drama is, of course, what often makes the story of the royal family so compelling to millions around the world. But regardless of the insatiable appetite, there are times it just needs to be accepted when major spectacle or scandal isn't there. That part. Tabloids are trying to force an issue. They're creating a story. They don't report the news. They're creating the news right now. With Thomas Markle, they're flying him in to the Queen's Jubilee. And I can guarantee you one thing. You will see a photo of Thomas Markle outside Frogmore Cottage, the gates of Frogmore Cottage, with a tabloid in tow, The Sun. GB propaganda in tow. Thomas Markle giving a letter of sort to a guard in Frogmore Cottage. Save my comment today, because it will happen. It will happen. Tabloids will demand something for paying Thomas Markle the money they will pay him to come to the UK. And that will be to create drama, to create the news. They'll try to force him anywhere they find out that Meghan will be, any place. They'll want Thomas Markle close by to create drama. That's what they want. They're trying to force an abusive person, a toxic person, onto the lives of Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan, in her letter to Thomas Markle, said this: I wish nothing but peace for you. That is all she wishes for Thomas Markle. Peace. But Thomas Markle doesn't want peace with Meghan. He doesn't want peace with Meghan. He wants money. Money that he believes he is owed. And the tabloids are paying him the money he thinks he is owed. And now, as I continue this story, just mark my words, something will happen. The tabloids will create the news. And that's why I'm hoping, even when Harry and Meghan come, they stay in Frogmore Cottage, and that if they ever leave Frogmore Cottage, I know cameras will be outside waiting for them to catch a glimpse or a photo of Harry and Meghan. I sincerely hope that it becomes, very, very secure for Harry and Meghan, that the security keeps the tabloids from getting a picture of Harry and Meghan, whether it's tainted windows in their car seats or tainted windows, anything. Just keep the tabloids from taking a picture or catching a glimpse of Prince Harry and Meghan. I think that would be really, really good. Deprive them of what they want. Money from clicks. Plastering Meghan's picture on their front pages to hurl abuse at her, because that's what the tabloids want, to create drama, stories, to sell papers. That's what they want, and they want to force that issue. They want to force it with this invisible contract that they have with the royal family. And he continues by saying this: still, the fact hasn't stopped some national newspapers, those same outlets, ironically, wringing their hands over fears of attention being stolen from the Queen by Prince Harry and Meghan. Pot-starring polls already include asking members of the public if they planned to boo Harry and Meghan. This is not a paper. This is not newspapers that report the news. This, as Prince Harry described the UK media landscape, it is bigoted. It is very, very much bigoted. Now he continued by saying this: and you won't be hard pushed to find fantastical commentary speculating that evil Netflix cameras might swoop in and get crash events. For what show, I'm not exactly sure, given that the only actual production currently in development is a documentary about the Invictus Games. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? The tabloids are evil. The tabloids are evil. They lack any morals. They don't have any morals whatsoever. They are evil. And even the royal family itself, the farm also is evil. An institution that has caused so much pain and suffering to black people and continues to cause so much pain and suffering to women that marry into the royal family is evil and very much cruel. That I just have to say, because that is a fact. Now, they're angry about, the prospect of, they're thinking about and, making up lies that Harry and Meghan, they'll be coming in with Netflix cameras. I've heard that, and even Omid Scobie repeats that in his article. They're saying that, which is quite weird, because on Prince Philip's funeral, I saw a picture of Arthur Edwards, someone working for The Sun. The Sun, the plastered image of abuse towards Prince Harry and Meghan time and time again, owned by Rupert Murdoch. hiding somewhere, taking pictures of Prince Philip's coffin. I saw that. That's the evil that is in the UK. The evil of the tabloids, The Sun, owned by Rupert Murdoch. They want to be the ones, the billionaires owning these tabloids are the ones that apparently should be the only ones who have exclusive access to Harry and Meghan. Not Netflix. They don't want Netflix anywhere near the royal family. They want the tabloids to be the only one making money from the UK royal family. It's about the money also, the money factor, the money factor. They want to be the only ones with the inside scoop making money from the royal family, no one else. And that's part of the reason why they're bitter about Harry and Meghan signing a Netflix deal to provide for their family and put a roof over their heads. Because even that, they promised their readers Harry and Meghan would come back begging to return to royal duties, and that's not happening apparently. That's clearly not happening. Now, it continues by saying this, that other production currently in development is a documentary about the Invictus Games. You will struggle, however, to find much said about Andrew though, but I suppose his recent multi-million settlement with a woman accusing him of sexually assaulting her at 17 years old is nothing compared to the audacity of two people who moved abroad. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's perfect. That's perfect. I like that part by Omid Scobie. And it's the fact that the tabloids, practically on their TV talk shows, they always describe Prince Andrew as he who must not be named. Someone who must not be named by any single person. Whenever they are inviting people to talk about their whole family, they clearly hand out comments and tell them on the sideline that they should not mention a word about Prince Andrew. It's Harry and Meghan that has been handed over the tabloids to do with them, to bully them for packing up their bags and daring to move abroad after vilification, after abuse, after bullying, after the toxic media landscape that targeted Prince Harry and Meghan. Apparently, they were just expected to take it. To take it every single day. I can honestly tell you that not many people can put up with a fraction of what Prince Harry and Meghan put up with. Nobody can put up with that. Allow me to finish his piece. He says this, and I quote, "There is still great uncertainty over just how much we will see of the 96-year-old monarch during the extended Jubilee weekend, especially after her absence at Tuesday's opening of Parliament due to ongoing episodic mobility problems. Palace officials tell me that the Queen still plans to take part in the celebrations. However, no appearances will be confirmed until nearer the time or the day of. But what is clear is that these 4 days might just be one of the last chances the nation and the world will have to see the Queen in public like this." Allow me to pause there for a second. And it seems the fact that now, day in, day out, I understand why Harry and Meghan are going for the Queen's Jubilee. Because as Omid Scobie says, it may be the last time you even see the Queen. Because apparently the Queen has not been well for quite a while, members of the squad. And we can see that. So I understand day by day. Now, a potential final opportunity to celebrate the achievements of a woman who, despite being thrown into an almost impossible role at the age of 25, has navigated her 7-decade reign with commitment, dignity, and grace. A woman who, unlike a number of other family members or some working for the institution, has diligently upheld the values and principles the royal establishment is supposed to represent. What has the Queen upheld? What is it that the Queen has upheld? White supremacy? The fact that her grandson is practically fighting in court to pay for the security of his wife, his mixed-race wife and children. What has the Queen done? Honestly, let's be honest with one another. I think this members the rota, like even Omid, forgive me, but this time, on this part, I don't agree with majority of it. Listen, I respect the fact that the Queen has a good relationship with Prince Harry, but for me, there are things which she has done that personally I do not like, that I think human rights abuse during her reign that has happened towards black people, even Meghan, even Princess Diana. Never forget the fact that the Queen had to be begged by the then Prime Minister Tony Blair to speak to the public after Princess Diana's death because she never liked Princess Diana. Now allow me to finish this piece. He says this: members of the royal family are certainly no strangers to drama created by the tabloids, Ms. Kobe said themselves. But right now, the biggest threat to the Jubilee isn't coming from within the Windsors or House Montecito. It's the sections of the media hell-bent on joyriding the focus towards soap opera-style drama and embellished tales. Whether you are a royalist or not, Her Majesty deserves better than this. Now, members of the squad, first of all, the tabloids don't report the news, they create the news. So I disagree with the fact that Ms. Kobe said the fact that members of the royal family are certainly no strangers to drama created by themselves. First of all, we know one thing. Members of the royal family leak against different houses. It's like a Game of Thrones going on out there. They don't like it when any single person who is beneath, let's say, the heir to the throne is more famous than Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Charles, something like that. They do not like seeing the fact that the public had so much affection and the crowds were fully filled up just to say hi to Prince Harry and Meghan, when Prince William and Kate found it difficult to even bring about a crowd to see them. And the jealousy in the royal family is too much. And also the tabloids, we see that with Thomas Markle right now, what they're doing. They're creating the news, not reporting the news. They're flying in Thomas Markle to create drama at the Queen's Jubilee. Then say, hey, look, Harry and Meghan are going to steal attention from the Queen. Who's paying for Thomas Markle to come all the way from Mexico to the UK? The tabloids are. Who decides who to plaster across their front pages? Who decides to go and ask Joe Biden's sister a question about Meghan, who does not live in the UK, who lives in the United States of America, an American citizen? Who does that? The UK tabloids. Who decides to dedicate 3/4 of a page towards Meghan and Harry's face being plastered on their front pages? Someone, a couple that have rejected the tabloids, that have said we do not engage with the tabloids. Who makes the decision to plaster Harry and Meghan's face over the front pages and only leave out a 1/4 page for Kate Middleton and Prince William? The tabloids do, not Harry and Meghan. Who decides to talk about Harry and Meghan on their talk shows 24 hours a day and not William and Kate, whom they praise so much? The tabloids, not Harry and Meghan. So it's the tabloids that create the drama. They are the ones who do it. And we can see the evidence of that happening with what they're doing with Thomas Markle. And to that and so much more. Tell me what you think about this piece. What have you learned from it? With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for daily and consistent content. Keywords daily and consistent. Stay tuned to our next video. I love you so much, family. Hello, members of Circus Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Circus Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.